Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Big shout out to the homie Ghani for letting me try out this perfectly rolled summoner on his account. So let's take a look at the roll, shall we? We have Rampage, Zen Moment, Ricochet Rounds, Arrowhead Break, Handling Masterwork, and a Rampage spec on this weapon. It is absolutely nasty. Now, why do I think that this is the best possible roll? Well, it's very simple, man. Take a look at the perks altogether. Arrowhead Break controls the recoil, gives you increased handling. Ricochet Rounds gives you increased stability and range. You then have Zen Moment, which increases the stability when causing damage. And we have Rampage, which obviously increases your damage upon kills, stacks to 3. And we have Rampage spec. Now, the combination of perks here is basically the best alternative to the Gnawing Hunger perk combination. Obviously, you guys probably know by now how much of a fan I am of the Gnawing Hunger. Very, very strong weapon. Obviously, they're basically, very, very similar. 600 energy RPM auto rifles. They're both, very, very deadly in this current meta. However, they are not used anywhere near as much as their exotic counterparts, Hardlight or Surus Regime. Now, for me, I've already talked about this in a previous video. Gnawing Hunger offers you many advantages over an exotic auto. You can run a mod on it, for example. You can pair it with an exotic weapon, like the Chaperone, for example. And the same thing applies right here with the Summoner. However, the slight difference, at least with what my preferred roll on the Summoner is that it obviously doesn't roll kill clip or tap the trigger, but it kind of offers, the second best options in both slots. So if you can't get tap the trigger on Gnawing Hunger, you'd want to go for Zen Moment. And if you can't get kill clip on Gnawing Hunger, you'd probably go for Rampage, right? So this weapon basically offers you that. It's like the second best. For me, definitively, Gnawing Hunger is better. It has better base stats, it has better hidden stats. One thing that the Summoner actually offers, however, over the Gnawing Hunger, and this was pointed out to me by Cool Guy, I was talking to him on Twitter a little bit yesterday, is obviously the sight on the Gnawing Hunger, the Summoner, gives you a lot more zoom. That increased scope, that large red dot scope gives you a lot more zoom. Obviously, the Gnawing Hunger has a very small, minimal sight that offers you no zoom. I personally prefer that, especially for a more aggressive playstyle. Being able to jump around with an Icarus grip, a smaller sight, gets in the way a lot less, is just preferred. That's my criticism. I think the scope on the Summoner is both a pro and a con. The pro, it gives you a lot of zoom, which is great for extending the range. You can also roll Rangefinder on this weapon. I personally wouldn't go for that. I value damage dealing perks over something like Rangefinder personally, but the option is there. You've got the scope, the red dot scope, Rangefinder. It's really, really nice. But like I said, for me, the scope is just too big. Like, it takes up too much of the screen. That's probably my number one knock on the Summoner personally. I just don't like how much of the screen it takes up. You could maybe make the same argument for the shotgun as well, the Astral Horizon. But for me, overall, I would say Summoner over the Gnawing Hunger has another advantage, which I'm going to point out right here. And that is that it's much easier to farm than the Gnawing Hunger. The Gnawing Hunger is a tier 3 Reckoning reward. And obviously the drop rate for it is not particularly high. Most people go into the Reckoning to get a spare rations. And if you got lucky, maybe you got a good Gnawing Hunger. That's exactly what happened in my case. Back in the day, I was farming for a spare rations. I got really lucky along the way and got myself a really, really good Gnawing Hunger roll, which I use to this day. It's been my mainstay weapon in Trials since Trials has returned. And the Summoner, obviously, especially this weekend, I hope you guys have been playing Trials, you can get these to drop like candy for you. Obviously, I didn't get that lucky with these because I never got this roll. Zen Moment Rampage never dropped for me. The best one I got, I think, was Dynamic Sphere Reduction and Rampage. I also got a pretty interesting moving target elemental capacitor roll as well, which is pretty nice. But for me personally, I just really like those damage dealing perks and those stability increasing perks. Elemental capacitor, obviously, if you're on a void class, will give you more stability. Moving target will give you increased strafe speed and increased aim assist. Very, very nasty combination. But there's nothing really to separate a legendary 600 RPM from an exotic if you can't have a damage dealing perk, because obviously something like Hardlight has so many pros to it. Infinite range, increased damage of ricochet bullets, extreme stability, lots of flinch, so many things that Hardlight offers. And if you have a legendary auto and it doesn't offer you a boost to damage, for me it's just not enough. That's why I really value my Gnawing Hunger with Kill Clip, because when I activate Kill Clip, Hardlight doesn't stand a chance. I'm going to kill them in such a quick space of time. They're going to be scratching their heads asking what happened to them. And obviously with Rampage Spec combined with Rampage, you can kind of do the same thing with the Summoner. You can melt people way faster than they expect, knocking down that time to kill, which is already extremely strong at 0.7 seconds, to even lower, and it's just great multi-kill potential and just great play potential, and that's why I really value damage dealing perks. Now in this game right here, pretty sweaty lobby, we managed to do pretty well nonetheless. I thought I'd show you guys the rest of the game, see how this thing hangs in the Crucible. So if you guys enjoy seeing the Summoner in action, don't forget to hit that like button. Hope you guys enjoy seeing the rest of this gameplay, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
You're falling behind. As one. I love it. One after another. You're in the lead. They have the lead, but the match isn't over. 3 minutes. You're evenly matched. You gained the lead. Now you're fighting with heart, Guardian. Your opponents should tread carefully. So much glory, so little time. You're getting stronger as you fight. I love it! Victory is all I ask. Good. My respect for you grows with every crest you claim, Guardian. Well fought.